at Stonebridge. In fact, some people have discovered dessert already. But again, welcome. I want to go ahead and get this started, and please continue to eat and enjoy your. In fact, if you find your neighbor's company better than mine, that's fine. I'd like to explain right off the top why I'm here. Usually, this event is run or hosted, kept together by the president of our board of directors, who this year is Brian Iha. And Brian extends his regrets he can't be here. He's in the middle of an Australian vacation. But it assures me that I Insurance feels just like the rest of the chamber. This is, in all seriousness, the business of enterprise, I think, is personally, I think it's the most important thing we do every year. Because there's some really key people that get recognized as performance guidelines and just to make it and be here. And I fully appreciate the fact that every one of you in the audience realizes the same thing. So Saline's a neat community, and you folks are the neatest of the neat as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, Brian couldn't be here, and so we revert to our president-elect, who is John Olson. And we couldn't have John presenting himself with his own award this year, although I would have paid to see that. You know, the envelope, the winner is, oh, it's me. And then our president, past president, immediate past president, Doug Mervis, is running around here keeping things together along with Jim Rowland, who's our host tonight, so Doug was kind of out of it. So then we went to Dennis Kay, who's really cool, one of our award winners, past president, does a lot with the chamber. And 2 days ago, Dennis informed us, in fact, Dorothy's here, helping. Dennis is really sick. So what do you do when you get to the bottom of the barrel? You more or less hire you go to the hired help, and that's me. So, well, bear with me tonight. I get this role, as we've done in the past, I'm going to read it to you because I think it's just a key thing to say about businesses, but it's how we believe, what we believe about the business awards that we do. And the significance of the Business Enterprise Awards is that basically this: the Saline Area Chamber of Commerce, our business awards, widely recognizes the most meaningful and prestigious tribute a business can receive in the greater Saline market. And that's true, very true. In that sense, the annual Business Enterprise Awards come to represent the most important recognition a business can receive or that the Chamber can give. This is the 14th Annual Awards Gala, honoring the best in the Saline area. The Chamber extends its congratulations to the Spotted Dog Winery and LaFontaine Chrysler Dodge Jeep on this outstanding achievement. I did recruit, by the way, to help me out tonight, and if I bring her up here, because that's what it says to do next, is the president of the chamber 10 years ago when I first started. And she's an excellent public speaker, despite what she's told me, so where is Joy? Aha, there you are. Joy, it says you're next up here.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'm here by default, because so many people couldn't be here. No, I'm very proud to be here tonight. And my job tonight is to recognize our event sponsor, Key Bank. And I have a personal relationship with Key Bank. I wanted to mention that I've been with the bank for 20-some years. My business is with the bank and our personal too, and so this is a great honor for us to recognize them tonight as our event sponsor. And we have a certificate that we would like to present to Rob Marshall. If you can come up here, please. And this says that it is this Enterprise Awards Major Sponsor Appreciation Award.
I'm Rob Marshall from Key Bank. I want to first start by thanking everybody for being here. I want to wish congratulations to tonight's honorees. It's great to be here tonight because they are, it's great to be here tonight to honor these individuals and businesses because they exemplify professional excellence. We are brought here together today because of our ties to the Saline Chamber and the fact that we come together with one common interest. And these goals are to improve our community and to ensure that future generations benefit from our current actions. At Key Bank, we're doing our best to do our part to give back to our communities by doing sponsorships such as these. And in the communities where we work, live, and play. Our employees, on top of that, are participating on local boards and give countless hours as volunteers. We remain committed to the communities that have supported us over the years and hope our commitment to Saline can be measured by our actions. Thanks again to the Chamber and all who support the Chamber. And as far as tonight's honorees, keep up the good work. We thank you for everything you do. Thank you.
Next, I would like to also thank our contributors tonight that helped make the evening so special. Select Ride, which was the limousine that we all came in tonight. And no, not all, but the honorees came in tonight. You have a limo out there. Spotted Dog Winery for your complimentary bottles that are at the table. And the Saline Community Television Network, Channel 18. I would also like to thank Stonebridge Golf Club for hosting the event tonight and the wonderful food that you're enjoying right now. Lastly, I would like to recognize the past award recipients that are in attendance here tonight. So if I could just ask the people that I named to stand, please, and maybe hold your applause till the end. I would appreciate that. Tonight we have from McNaughton & Gunn, 1998, Bob and Sally McNaughton, Julie McFarland, Rick Welch, and perhaps some others from McNaughton & Gunn. Stand, Julie. St. Joseph Mercy Saline Hospital, 1999, we have Steve Henry.
You actually do.
Rhodes, Dorr and Associates, 2002, we have Kim Rhodes, Bill Rittinger, and Shelley Pike. From Brecken Village and Evangelical Homes of Saline, 2006, we have Denise Rabideau, Suzanne Hurst, and Becky Kaskowski. From Bemis Farms Preschool, 2007, we have Priscilla King and Andy King. From Jack Products of 2007, Dennis Kay, as you've heard already, couldn't be with us here tonight, but his wife Dorothy assisted you with registration tonight. Dorothy? Oh, Pineapple House, 2008. And Phoenix Contractors, 2008. Bill Kinley sends his regrets that he couldn't be here tonight, but Curtis Exelby is here from Phoenix. Curtis? And congratulations to all the past award recipients. Larry, you're back up. Yes, you can.
By the way, we invite you to stay afterwards and socialize and meet them. all that fun doing that at the beginning. And for those of you that need to show up to work tomorrow early, I have special passes that will allow you to change the seal on and then please, feel free to relax. Not sure, I heard that. In Denise's case, right off tomorrow. Free, home free. I'm going to bring up now Julie McFarland, and they're going to talk about Rick a little bit. I want to get my 2 cents in about Rick, though. Well, come on up, Julie, but you're going to find out what a really neat guy Rick is, but not just for the company, but for the entire Saline community, and I think it's just really neat. You know, we started talking about this in the spring, as to where Rick is in his career and that kind of a thing. And he's just brought so much to the table beyond the limits of the company, and the company's just so appreciative. I'm sure as Julie will tell you that. I'm really proud that they've chosen to come here tonight and do what they're doing.
It's my honor to be here tonight to recognize Rick Welch. I've had the privilege of working with Rick for the past 22 years at Mountain Gun, and that's only a part of his 31-year career in human resources. The world would be a much better place if all of us could touch as many lives as Rick has during his career in human resources. I admire his commitment to his profession, and particularly to the people in his life, whether it be one of our team members, one of his associates, one of his family members, or one of his friends. He's known at McNaughton & Gunn for his gentle wisdom in guiding us all through the challenges that life puts on our plates. He's been effective in his position because he believes that people are there to do their best. And what he does is seek out the resources and the opportunities to help them succeed. At McNaughton & Gunn, we've been recognized several times for our workplace practices, our management practices, and that has been because of Rick's contributions to our organization. He seeks out new ideas, perspectives, and projects in the HR area to keep us ahead of the curve and keep our people challenged. He promotes teamwork throughout our organization. He's been an active member of our strategic planning team and always takes into account how our decisions are going to impact not only our customers, but all of our team members. His follow-through and his follow-up keeps us on target and keeps us moving towards our goals. He's been accessible to all of our team members. We run 3 shifts, so that's a challenge in itself. He hasn't had the opportunity to contact them through Twitter or through Facebook. It's always face-to-face, walking around the plant, carrying on light conversations, or attending team meetings where he's sharing information on HR topics or some of his famous trivia, or perhaps on occasion, a little tune on his harmonica. He definitely makes people feel good. He has a knack for catching people doing things right, which is something that we all can take to heart and do more of. Anyone who works in human resources know that it's a legal minefield. There's a lot of laws out there, a lot of rules, a lot of regulations that all of us have to follow. And one of the things that he's done a good job with over the years is keeping us not only in compliance, but making sure that we're administering all those challenges and all those regulations in a way that is suited for our corporate culture. When you're working in HR, you don't always see people at their best. And some of the situations that land on your desk are unusual, to say the least. One of the things that he's done for us is handle those delicate situations in confidence and with care. Rick's empathy and compassion for people has grown through the last few years as he's faced the challenge of Parkinson's disease. Instead of hiding from that, he took that opportunity to teach people more about the disease and the challenge that it brings. He's also taking on the role of teacher and sharing his knowledge, not only with all of us at McNaughton and Gunn, but with his associates in his field. He's been very active in our industry and in his profession. He's represented McNaughton and Gunn at the local schools, with the chamber, with the community college, and with other industry groups. McNaughton and Gunn was founded on the belief that people make a difference. And Rick Welch has made a difference in all of our lives, especially mine. I'm very proud tonight to be a part of this celebration and to thank him for all that he's done for me and for all the people that he's touched with his life. At this time, I'd like to welcome Joyce Curtis to the podium, and she'd like to share a few things about how he's touched her life.
Thank you, Julie. And what a privilege it is, Rick. We go back a lot of years, but we're not going to count. We're not counting tonight. And just to share a few remarks in describing who Rick Welch was to me. He was a mentor, a colleague, and a friend. And Larry, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to say a few words, recognizing all that Rick has done. I heard from Julie, and that's just the tip of the iceberg of Rick Welch. I was given an opportunity to enter the human resource field a number of years ago, and Rick was instrumental in keeping me grounded and also opening my eyes and my mind to a lot of different things that go into human resources. It's not just the funding, it's not just the benefits. And Rick has epitomized all of those in his career. He shares with many, many people, and he also shows the leadership that Julie mentioned. He's a very loyal person. He has great wisdom and integrity above and beyond. I can't even begin to fully describe all that he stands for in the human resource field. And it is, there are so many different things. And one thing also that is very important to Rick is his family. You can't go into his office. First it was his kids, and then his grandkids. And that says a lot, again, about the man Rick Welch. He's had many professional achievements. We worked together several years ago, and we got an education grant. And this was probably in the 1980s. Got $80,000 for the Saline industrial companies to retrain. It was another glitch in the economy. And McNaughton and Gunn, along with Washtenaw Community College, and several other companies in the industrial park worked together, and we helped people achieve things that they never even saw themselves doing. And that's something that I think all of us were very, very proud of, because $80,000 back then was a lot of money. And Rick, lastly, you exhibit a strong commitment to leading with both wisdom and, most importantly, an abundant heart. Thank you. recognition of his outstanding professional accomplishments by the Saline Area Chamber of Commerce, October 22nd, 2009. Thank you.
What do you say at a time like this? I certainly was overwhelmed by the number of people from that has worked with me before over the years, that are competitors and friends. And I do appreciate this honor tonight. And I thank you.
Okay, moving right along. We start with, by my agenda, one comment about tonight's award. As I was looking at, as I was polishing up the cups, that we have human cups that the winners get to keep in their place of business. And I was looking over some of the past awardees, and it struck me both Spotted Dog and La Fontaine. I'm pretty sure that when you look at, and the Chamber is about a 500-member organization, okay? So the one top award every year is sort of like a winning World Series. But it struck me that both companies are actually quite new compared to the other awardees on the cup. In fact, I think probably really young compared to the longevity if you look at the other awardees that are on that cup. So that says a lot about what we're getting in Saline and both Matt LaFontaine and John Spotted Dog. They've done a lot of really good things in the last few years, and the community is taking note of that. So that's my spiel. Anyway, I need to start with Spotted Dog, and this says that I had better do them in the right order. I'm going to be in big trouble because it's never been done in the wrong way. And with that, it says to bring one at a time. And the first rep I don't know where you are, Diane, but I know you're watching. Fran Brennan from Congressman Shower's office. Fran?
Hi, on behalf of Congressman Shower, we'd like to thank the Saline Chamber of Commerce to permit us to come tonight and participate in honoring your awardees. It's very clear sitting here that this is a room full of people who care about community, family, and friends. And it's a wonderful opportunity to be here with you tonight. Briefly, Congressman Shower wants to share with you, he is a small business owner with his wife. They live in Battle Creek. He is honored to be your congressperson. He is dedicated to helping everyone that he can in the 7th Congressional District. It's over 660,000 people. What I would like to share with you is that he is unique as a congressperson because he has focused his attention on economic development. And with regards to this, he has specifically an economic development director, Lisa Dedden Cooper, and then me, Fran Brennan, to assist all of you in any of your economic development endeavors. I focus primarily on grants, so people who are interested in getting nonprofit, small business, any type of development grants, please call me and keep me busy. Lisa's interested in expanding in other ways economic development, and she likes to be busy. So please use us as resources to benefit your community. Looking over the information regarding your awardee, the Olsons, it's an incredibly impressive list of what their accomplishments have been. Just briefly, it was stated that they have obviously their business, which they have their family participating in, but additionally, they have helped the community with fundraising efforts, which I know from being a parent and in the past a fundraiser for my children's school activities and sports events. Businesses that assist in this endeavor are greatly appreciated and revered by a lot of parents and a lot of families. And I know it's a huge endeavor to do. It's economically difficult, and it's greatly appreciated by everyone when this kind of effort is employed by local businesses. And on top of that, not only have they been participating with you in your community, they have striven to even be community leaders. They have not stopped at volunteering and doing fundraising events. They've gone on to be leaders with your chamber and with the Downtown Merchants Association and the Saline Business Development Association. So on behalf of Congressman Shower, I would like to give a certificate of congressional recognition to Spotted Dog Winery on this day in recognition of being presented the 2009 Business Enterprise Award from the Saline Area Chamber of Commerce.
This is our politician stage. Tempted to use a bunch of hair, but I think for a reason. Next is my friend John Manner from Senator Richard Bill's office, and Brian Morrow from Representative Angler's office. That would be our state senator and state rep. Is that correct?
To Brian, if you notice the pretty blue color, that means that this tribute originated in the State House and was done by Kathy Angler's office. Of course, my boss was very happy to sign that. Not to be outdone, we are very blessed to be representing a very wonderful district. We look at the award tonight, and I think John probably knows my boss is no stranger to his business. It's a wonderful establishment. You know, when you're over at Max, you got to step into the, and it's required. We also drive a Chrysler that works with that. But, this is bipartisanship in its purest form tonight, because when it comes to the people that we represent, we set aside the differences we may have and seize on the common goal. And tonight, that's honoring John and Jill and Matt. What a wonderful opportunity. Business, the senator called me on the way here and he says, make sure you tell them this isn't just a business anymore. It's the people that own that business and the people who work there. It's their corporate citizenship and the work they do out in the community that really sets them apart. And I think my job as district director has been a blessing in the fact that I get to meet wonderful people like yourselves every day. And my job allows me to sort of keep the pulse on what's happening in the district, which oddly enough has been running real high lately for some reason. The budgets might have something to do with that. But what a wonderful tribute and what a great community to work in and see the abilities that you've been able to go out there and instill upon other people. We thank you for the work you do because you sure make our jobs a lot easier. And please, by all means, continue the good work. And if there's anything you can do to help you, never hesitate to call.
Well, thank you, John. Good evening. I bring greetings from President Pro Tem of the Michigan State House of Representatives, Pam Burns, and the Majority Floor Leader, Kathy Anger, who are not able to be with us here this evening. But I know I'm an employee of Representative Anger and a good friend of Representative Burns. And I know that my boss would say that there are a lot of business people out there. You can teach people how to make money, but you can't teach people how to develop and how to have passion. And both of these businesses certainly have passion and certainly are dedicated to their communities, or their community, excuse me. I do have a special tribute here that I'd like to read to the Spotted Dog Winery. I'm not going to read it in its entirety, but I'm going to read a few sections. Let it be known that on their selection as recipient of the 2009 Business Enterprise Award by the Saline Chamber of Commerce, it is a personal privilege to honor and congratulate the Spotted Dog Winery. This distinguished award has built a reputation as being one of the most meaningful and prestigious awards one that a local business can receive. In addition to the successful operation of the Spotted Dog Winery, Jill and John have also been involved in numerous community activities, including the Saline Fiddlers, Saline Area Historical Society, Wild Swan Theater, and many other local school events and sports teams. Moreover, John serves on the Saline Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors as President-elect and is a member of the Saline Business Development Association. In special tribute, therefore, this document is signed and dedicated to honor the Spotted Dog Winery on their selection as the first place winner of the 2009 Business Enterprise Award. We applaud their accomplishment and wish them continued success. This document is signed and dated by Pam Burns, State Representative, 52nd District, Kathy Anger, State Representative, 55th District, Senator Randy Richardville, the 17th District, and Jennifer M. Granholm, the great governor of the state of Michigan. Congratulations.
I don't see Jessica, right?
I'm Jessica.
You're Jessica. No, you're Mayor Gretchen Driscoll. We had, I believe, Gretchen, you're going to do for the city and county? Yeah, okay.
Good evening. John, can you come up here in a minute? And Jill, please. All right, this is a family business, small business in Saline, important to Saline. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations. Come on over here. Because it's sort of, I think we're honoring these guys and they're sitting out there and I'm like, they should be up here so you guys can see who we're talking about. And I'm not really sure where to start. I'm going to do Jessica's send her regrets. She's actually, as you guys know, the county, come on up here a little bit more. Don't be shy. The county, as we all know, is going through severe budget constraints, and they are having a budget work meeting tonight, and she's actually the chair of the committee that's doing, I don't know if it's Ways and Means, I didn't catch which committee it is, but she's chair, so she said, I can't really leave. So she sends her best wishes and congratulations, and there is a proclamation here from the county, and I think there's one also here from the city. I wanted to talk a little bit. Okay. The Spotted Dog Winery and John and Jill, but started in Saline a number of years ago. Actually, I had a little personal experience with them because I happened to work in real estate, and they were one of my first tenants in that building that I represented. So it was really absolutely a delight. I had never known John and Jill before that, and it was really fun to work with them on that project. And really thoughtful how they did their business and established a presence in our downtown and really fit what we need to have in our downtown, which is a family business that's focused on a really great product and a really great experience. And I know all of you that have been there know what a wonderful shop they have and how much fun it is to be there, and they have a great selection of wine. I actually talked to John yesterday because I'm going to read this proclamation, but I sort of struggled with the way it was worded. It was like really big, and I'm like, yeah, these are really cool wines, and it's just sort of general. So, but they really, the reason that they got this award is because they exemplify what's the best in business, in small business, and so I'm really proud and honored to have the opportunity to say thank you, because I know that Jill has to share John with the whole community because he's gotten so involved in our community in a really positive way, and he sits on our PDA. That's my most personal and immediate experience with him, and he comes to every meeting and he speaks clearly with a vision and a passion for our downtown and what really makes Saline, which is a really cool place it's really high quality. And I've had the honor of meeting his family and attending some events that were really a lot of fun with some great music and some really great energy. And so it's a real great privilege. I'd like to read the proclamation now and just again say thank you very much. Whereas Spotted Dog Winery, under the ownership of Jill and John Olson, is a Michigan winery producing around 40 different wines, from dry to sweet and red to white. And whereas Jill and John Olson have always wanted to own their own small business, and when the opportunity came to them to open the winery, they chose Saline to be part of a small town atmosphere. having both grown up in small towns, it was a culture that appealed to both of them. And whereas John Olson, to hone his skills, worked at a couple of different wineries before producing his own wines at Spotted Dog Winery, and whereas John and Jill Olson opened their doors in downtown Saline in 2003, and have worked to create an environment where people can come in and explore and enjoy a wide variety of wines. And they produce wines that will allow those new to wine to explore the wonders of the grape, and those who are experienced to enjoy wines that are unique to Spotted Dog Winery. And whereas Spotted Dog Winery employs Lindsay Rodstrom and Meredith Phillips, and also has family supporters who put their time in to help make the winery a success, including sons Eric and Ian Olson, Jill's parents Ray and Pat Stillwell, John's mother Laura Gay Olson, and many friends who stop in to lend a hand. And whereas Jill and John Olson have donated their time and their product to the fundraising efforts, as evidenced on this here tonight, we all can do our own labels for our own businesses. It's really cool. In fundraising efforts of an endless list of worthy community organizations such as the Saline Fiddlers, Saline Area Historical Society, Recreation Village, Cystic Fibrosis, March of Dimes, Wild Swan Theater, Saline Area Chamber, and local hospitals, schools, sports teams, and charitable organizations, numerous. And in addition, they volunteer their time. Most importantly, we all need people like Jill and John, that volunteer time is crucial. An effort to the many downtown events put on by the Downtown Merchants Association, as well as Saline Area Chamber of Commerce. And whereas John Olson has spent time as a coach, a board member for the Saline Area Youth Baseball and Softball, and coach soccer with the Saline Area Soccer Association, whereas John Olson currently serves as the Saline Area Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors as president-elect, is the Downtown Merchants Association president, and is a member of the Saline Business Development Association. Now therefore, the City of Saline and the Saline Area Chamber of Commerce do hereby publicly recognize and honor Spotted Dog Winery as a 2009 Business Enterprise Award recipient and 2009 Business of the Year. Please say thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Gretchen. And thank you in absentia, Jessica Ping, our county director. It's amazing for this award, we really get a lot of government support, which I think speaks well of our elected officials, realizing business community is an important component of what we do too. You know, my table was the political table over here. Hear those people talking these days. Even you, Scott. Wow. It's really if you want some lively discussion, there's a couple empty seats over there. I thought I would share with you just real briefly some of the criteria that goes into this award itself. We basically take nominations for the entire community. The Chamber Board and special... I had an interview on the radio with Matt, and it's hard for me to describe all the steps that go through. It's a very strong vetting process. Ultimately, the Chamber Board of Directors makes a final decision on it. But they look at a substantial history of being an established business, obviously, be that. And that's a very key component to getting this award. But then also demonstrate a commitment to the overall health and productivity of the Saline area itself. So a little bit more outreach. Consistently follow ethical and fair business practice, demonstrate commitment to provide customers, clients with the best possible service or product, consistently follows ethical and fair business practice, contributes to the betterment of the community through a volunteer effort, and I like this one, and they're a member of the Saline Area Chamber of Commerce, which I do appreciate. I'm at a stage here where I need to present you with your plaque, demonstrates commitment to provide customers and clients with the best possible service. Some of you may not know this, probably most of you do, come Friday afternoons quite often, since John was right across the street from where Larry Osterling resides. I find it incumbent upon myself to go over there and make sure that the wine is being held in good condition. Quite often, John knows I'm coming, he looks at my face and he can tell what kind of week it's been, he's very perceptive. He just says, sit down, we'll talk about it. This says plaque, Diane. I just found out I was doing this yesterday. Cool. You know, you have so many things on your wall. It's going to all look top politicians in the chamber and all this cool stuff. Anyway, you need to come on because I need to read this to you. You enjoy it. The 2009 Business Enterprise Award, Spotted Dog Winery, the best of the best in the Saline area, proudly presented by the Saline Area Chamber of Commerce. Is this a photo op or do I just give it to him? I think we just I love this next part though. We wrote this in a couple years ago. This is where last year's award winner, Joy, you need to come up and pass the cup. And we've had people, past winners, sort of hang on to it, but you need to pass it. This is formal ceremony here. Where's Joy? And this one I think we get a picture of somewhere. Yeah, there's Mary Alice.
Well, it has been an honor, a real honor for Pineapple House to have had this cup for a year, and it is twice the honor now that I get to pass it on to somebody that I admire. Your business is a wonderful business in town, and I would just also like to share that in addition to all of the wonderful things he's done for all the community events and so forth, is his own generosity towards other businesses. I know myself, I probably spend about 3 meetings a week. I don't know. Our paths cross a lot. And he is always, John is always ready with help and ideas and contributes just so much more on a personal level that businesses don't have to do. They can just exist and sell things. And this is just so much more. And he and Jill and the family have just become a very big part of my life too. And I'm very, very honored to present this award to Spotted Dog Winery.
The other part of my John story is usually when photo functions and affairs, John used to be, you know, almost everybody has John serving them wine, and after a while I get to kind of meander back, and he and I can kind of kibitz about the speaker and what's going on in front, sort of make critical comments. But tonight, the tables are turned, because this is a segment where you get 3 minutes. It says, award acceptance. And it says Jill and John. Are both you speaking, or how are you handling it? No, it's a John.
Where's Joy? There's still champagne in the cup. When I look at the list of people who have preceded us, it's a very humbling experience. We feel very lucky to receive an award for doing what we love. Having the opportunity to be involved with so many worthy causes and organizations in Saline speaks to us how great a community that we live in. We've spent an evening at the crew team's regatta with a great group of Salinians, having fun and supporting a cause, and all dressed up in a Gatsby theme. We got to the point where it got so dark that we were having trouble filling the glasses because we'd hold them up to try and see, but nobody wanted to go home. Or for the last couple of years, we've worked with La Fontaine and with Evangelical Homes to put on a fiddler fundraiser to help that group be able to do the things that they want to do. And recently we served at the opening of the Memory Center for Evangelical Homes, which is such a wonderful thing to have in Saline. Again, there was a great turnout by Saline. I could go on and on. If you're seeing a pattern, Saline is a great community to open a business and raise your family. Early in our marriage, Jill and I decided we wanted to have our own small business one day, to be part of a community both in business and socially. Opening Spotted Dog Winery in Saline gave us the opportunity to realize that dream. When I think back to our early days, it was just me, winemaker, dishwasher, salesman, and anything else you could think of. My in-laws, Pat and Ray, came in once a week to help keep my head above water. They also helped us cover our events and our vacations. We definitely would not be here without them. Additionally, family supporters put in their time to help make the winery a success. This includes our boys, Eric and Ian, both Saline graduates, my mother, Gig Olson, and many other friends who stop in from time to time to lend a hand. More recently, we've been able to add some employees to help us grow. Lindsay, our first regular employee, has brought us so much to our business. She has quickly become more than just an employee to us. We've also added Meredith, who works for us part-time when not attending Saline High School. I must admit, we all have way too much fun when we are working together. I know this is technically an award about us, but I also have to give a special thanks to Jill. Getting a new business off the ground is never easy. Building up a winery and dealing with the economy has been challenging. Most people know me as the face of Spotted Dog, but Jill is the backbone hiding behind in the background. In her work, she does a lot of traveling for business, but she always seems to make the time, no matter how tired she is, to help with an event, often driving directly from the airport, or help me work through a plan at the winery. She's my confidant, sounding board, and most importantly, my voice of reason. And anytime you get a basket from us that looks fabulous, trust me, it was Jill that made it. There are so many groups and individuals to thank, it seems hard to know where to start and stop. I could stand here and tell individual stories about so many of you. We owe so much to our community and the entities that make Saline what it is. Of course, the Saline Area Chamber of Commerce and staff, the Saline Downtown Merchants Association, and the City of Saline, and all the customers and close friends that we have made. Thank you.
We're moving on now to our second awardees, and I should probably preface this, but most of you know that we have two categories. It's the 20 and less employees and the 20 or more. So we end up with two top awardees for this. And I'll start again with Fran. Are you ready to? La Fontaine.
Hi, life often gives you serendipitous moments. I had the good fortune of going to the women's room and got an opportunity to meet Mrs. LaFontaine, so it was very nice. I had a few moments to speak with her, and I think a theme of this evening is family and community and pride and hard work. It is clear, my conversation with you, that she's very proud of her family, their commitment to hard work and dedication. She said to me, and she probably did not expect this to be publicly announced, but she said that during the holidays, one of the things that they were so proud that they could tell their employees before heading off for the holiday was that they would have a job to come back to in January. And in these economic times, we all know how tenuous it can be and how hard we're all working. It's great to see the kind of people, the winery and the LaFontaines, and their commitment to making sure that we have jobs and that the community can thrive, and the Chamber in assisting in that endeavor. I guess the other thing that seems evident is that with both awardees, their families are a huge part of their success. And I think in this room, I can rightfully assume that we all want our families to be successful. I personally have 3 children. I want them to live in Michigan. I want them to be able to thrive. And I want them to know people like you who have made the effort, the hard work, and the commitment. It's an incredible thing that you both have done, and I think you need to be really, really proud of yourselves. Now, to commit myself to LaFontaine, just briefly, it is clear here that you guys have been involved in any number of endeavors, not only just expanding your business, but also with a lot of community events. The Saline Holiday Parade, the Saline Area Chamber of Commerce Annual Golf Outing, the Saline Summerfest, the Celtic Parade. Is it Celtic or Celtic? Thank you, Celtic. The Saline Chamber's Annual Extravaganza, and many volunteer efforts you've done with the Saline School programs. Your assistance with nonprofits, your commitment to everyone in your community is clearly something to be incredibly proud of. I know it sounds like is it your sister or your mother? I know that she's very proud, and speaking for Congressman Shower, it is an honor to give to LaFontaine the Congressional Tribute, of recognition. Again, from the 111th Congress from Washington, D.C., presented to LaFontaine Chrysler Dodge Jeep in recognition of being presented the 2009 Business Enterprise Award from the Saline Area Chamber of Commerce. Congratulations.
Thanks, you, John. And Brian, this is Representative Richardville, Representative Angler, and Amber. Yeah, okay.
Let's follow Mayor Driscoll's lead. I think it's a good idea. Why doesn't the family and management and owners come forward here?
I got to give a politician a microphone and we'll say a few things. But I have a little story. About 2 years ago, Senator Richardville got his staff all a bottle of wine from the Spotted Dog. I believe it was the River Raisin Red. And so I'm hopeful this year that perhaps we can convince Senator Richardville to, well, in fairness, right? I think I'd look good in a Dodge truck. It is my honor to be able to read this tribute, and I will just read it in brevity, but as owners of LaFontaine Automotive Group, the LaFontaine family has nurtured the company from one dealership to 15, and their vision continues to grow. Starting in 1980, LaFontaine Automotive Group opened up LaFontaine Toyota in Dearborn. After many years of hard work and diligence, the group opened up LaFontaine Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep in Saline. It's its 15th dealership, which is quite a feat in this day and age. I would like to present this special tribute. This document is signed and dedicated in honor of the LaFontaine Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep family. Its selection as the 2009 Business Enterprise Award winner. And it is signed by State Representative Pam Burns from the 52nd District, State Representative Kathy Anger from the 55th District, State Senator Randy Richardville from the 17th Senate District, and Governor Jennifer Granholm. And it is dated Thursday, October 22nd, 2009. What a wonderful family. And I think the sense we get, and I think it's probably Larry's fault, that these award ceremonies tend to feel more like a family reunion than they do some of the more stuffy events that we have to attend. I think it's a testament to how close-knit this community is, and what a wonderful opportunity to recognize a great family in the community. So not only a business, but part of the community. Thank you so much.
We have that county and the city, right? Are you bringing them back up again?
You want to get up again? And I would invite the whole family, but you sat down too quickly. So, again, on behalf of the county, I have a proclamation from County Commissioner Jessica Ping and the rest of the county. She sent us a for not being able to attend. And I also have a proclamation from the city. And I just like to, I know Kevin pretty well, because I'm still doing the keep my car, repair it, and everybody there is really great. And they're really helpful for, the low budget maintenance mode right now, so being in commercial real estate. So the service, your staff is wonderful, and they're really helpful. And that's my personal experience, to be honest with you. I have not yet purchased a car with your dealership. But I do know for a fact that, as we discussed earlier, being a family business, how much you will, can you come up here a little bit? Thank you. How much you give back to the community. And as you've witnessed here tonight, it's very important to Saline that we value businesses and we recognize how much you mean to our community and how much you've given back. And it's really important, and we really appreciate it. So I'd like to read this proclamation on behalf of the city and the chamber. Whereas LaFontaine Chrysler Dodge Jeep, located at 900 West Michigan Avenue in Saline, is part of the LaFontaine Automotive Group, which has been owned and operated by Michael T. and Maureen LaFontaine for over 27 years. And whereas Michael T. and Maureen LaFontaine's vision was to grow the LaFontaine Automotive Group and opened its 15th dealership, as said earlier, the Saline dealership, in 2007, and it has continued to grow with even more locations having been added in recent years. And whereas LaFontaine Chrysler Dodge Jeep is operated by Matt LaFontaine, who has lived in Washington County for over 17 years. Whereas LaFontaine Chrysler Dodge Jeep believes that, as a business, they can play a vital role in the community, helping to make Saline a great place to work and live, and have provided financial support as well as graciously giving their time to personally attend and be involved in community events, such as the Saline Holiday Parade, the Saline Area Chamber of Commerce annual golf outing, and the annual extravaganza, the Saline Summerfest, the Celtic Festival Parade, as well as several fundraisers for Saline school programs, the Saline Community Fair, and more. Whereas the LaFontaine Chrysler Dodge Jeep team believes in working with nonprofit organizations and have opened their facility to groups like the Saline Fiddlers to use for dinners and fundraisers, have been involved in the Area Home Builders Association, participating in such events as the Builders Home and Improvement Show, and have supported the cystic fibrosis break-a-thon, breast cancer awareness, various veterans events, church programs, and numerous other enjoyable community activities and events. And whereas the LaFontaine Chrysler Dodge Jeep team has had the prestige of receiving such awards as the Chrysler 5-Star Award, the Chrysler Outstanding Sales Achievement Recognition, and is noted as a AAA membership approved service center. Now therefore, the City of Saline and Saline Area Chamber of Commerce hereby publicly recognize and honor LaFontaine Chrysler Dodge Jeep as the 2009 Business Enterprise Award recipient and 2009 Business of the Year. And you exemplify what's best in our business and our community, and thank you so much.
Don't sit down, man. By the way, for those of you that haven't seen the front table, we do give a plaque, obviously, to each awardee, and then your name becomes part of a permanent plaque that we keep on display at the chamber office, and that's where they're drawing those names. This plaque is one that we are presenting formally tonight. It's presented the 2009 Business Enterprise Award, LaFontaine Chrysler Dodge Jeep, the best of the best in the Saline area, proudly presented by the Saline Area Chamber of Commerce. Curtis. Hi, Brad. Curtis is representing Phoenix Contractors, who, it says Mark Kinley is the head of that, and Curtis is an executive with them as well. For those of you that aren't aware, Phoenix happens to be my landlord too, so be nice to Curtis. You're going to pass formally, where's Mary Ellen? Okay, you're going to formally pass the cup. I love this part. It's like the Stanley Cup, you know, you get to.
Larry Batman, get out of the way.
Bill Kennedy extends his apologies for not being able to be here. So on behalf of Bill and Phoenix. We'd like to say thank you for this for the past year and congratulations.
This is where you get to talk. I'm gonna hurry up and talk because I need to be the last guy talking. So, first of all, I want to thank the chamber. Larry did a great job. I want to thank John and Jill. Spotted Dog was one of the first ones that made us feel super comfortable in Saline right out of the gate 2 years ago. So we appreciate that. I'm fortunate I have some of my management team that I want to recognize that are here tonight, so I appreciate those guys coming down, so you guys can just give me a wave. I want to especially recognize Jeff Dowling, because those of you that know Jeff know that we would not be here if not for Jeff. He works tirelessly to get us out there and get us involved and works super hard. So Jeff and I go back a lot of years, so I appreciate Jeff. One of my managers, which is my wife, Mary Kay, who manages me, because people don't know how I get managed, but it would be Mary Kay. So thank you. Business partners, Brian and Mike LaFontaine Jr., who graced me with your presence tonight. We appreciate you guys being out here, and thank you very much. And Mike and Maureen LaFontaine, my sister, Maureen, who, if not for their vision 30 years ago, we wouldn't be here. So took a great opportunity and a great store in Saline and put us on the map. So we're fortunate for them to be here. I'm fortunate because I live in Dexter, and I have a store out there that is very similar to Saline, and I think the common denominator with everybody that's here tonight is that there's 4 parts to a community like this, and I think it starts with a forward-thinking government, which Gretchen seems to have under control for sure. I think it starts also with award-winning schools. We would not be here if we didn't have the schools that we have in Saline. I think it also is a strong business group that we have. And I think with that new community, to have a Chamber of Commerce that kind of keeps all that glued together, without their passion, without the Chamber doing what they do and seeing the turnout that we have here today, we wouldn't be where we are. So this award really goes to the Saline Area Chamber, because I'm sure that a 2-year young car dealer selling cars for a bankrupt manufacturer last year wasn't on their radar list for a top business award. But I will tell you that the Saline store does a phenomenal job because of everybody that's here tonight. We are selling a lot of cars despite everything, and I tell you, we took a store that was doing about 300 a year, and we're going to do well over 1,000 cars this year out of Saline. And because of customers like you, and there's a lot of customers that are here tonight, and I know some of which are here, and we're here because of some of our customers, and we appreciate it. And Gretchen with her $9.95 oil changes that she has. And if you guys are not getting your oil change at LaFontaine, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, you're paying too much, because it is really, truly $9.95. So we're certainly excited to be a part of this community, and we appreciate everybody's warm welcome. The Chamber got us plugged in right out of the gate, and like I said, through Jeff and all the people that were here, we were able to participate in a lot of great events. And when you work as many hours as we do in the car business, giving back to the community and being part of the community is really what makes us tick. So thanks again, and if you're ever going to win this award, I recommend you win it with a winery. Because the first 2 hours we were on a limo, and we just happened to end up at a winery drinking great wine. So word to the wise, try to set yourself up with a winery. But we thank everybody, and we we appreciate Larry, even though that he just found out yesterday that he was doing this deal, but he did a fantastic job. So let's give him applause. I want to tell you about the rest of the evening. You're welcome to stay. The awardees, and there's a group photo we do, so you need to gather people you want in that. And the rest of you, though, I invite you to stay. I'm told by Stonebridge the bar is still open. Not that we would encourage you to, help me out here. It's going really great, and then the facility is ours for the evening, and certainly it's great to have all of us here socializing. Again, thanks to Key Bank. I can't say enough about Key Bank and this award because they for this award and this recognition, they are right in tune with us. They want to be part of it. This is actually, I think, their third year being our major sponsor. They've got a lock on it. Maybe we give them like a 10-year. That'd be fair to them. Also, those of you that turned out tonight, that believe in this award too, like my friends from Roads and Door and Design Hub and Evangelical Homes, those so supportive of everything in the community. You got to see their memory loss center. It's just really fantastic. Another thing that's going to put Saline on the map, like the Fiddlers do. McNaughton and Gunn, of course. So many people here from McNaughton and Gunn. And Rick, congratulations again. Well deserved. Phoenix Farms. Scott from the school system, I know you have a very busy schedule. Even all you politicians, I appreciate too. And what you said about Jeff is true. Last time I saw Jeff, he was jumping out of he was riding a Jeep around a rodeo, and he jumped out and throws up his hat, and he was having a good old time. Hey, I know that guy. Oh, really? So I think that's the final word. I invite you to stick around, and I'll be glad to. There's anybody here I don't know yet. I think I know everybody. I want to meet everybody here tonight. So with that, I should probably also thank our people that volunteered this evening. Dorothy Kay helped with the check-in. I saw Bill Manuel helping a little bit, but I'm not sure. You never know sure if he's helping or not. And obviously, Diane and Mary House really put all the structure of this evening together. And put me in at the last minute was certainly a challenge to them, I'm sure, but they did a great job. And of course, I'd be really in trouble if I didn't mention also my Carol Osterling helping out with the registration. So with that.